What can you tell me about the family, the Sekases? Where are they from?
They're from the island of Lesbos.
Lesbos?
Both of them. And my father came here to America when he was 11 years old. He went to Haverhill, Massachusetts. I always asked him about it, and he never told me anything, who he stayed with or anything. I never knew. But anyway, he came here, and then...
Without any relatives?
And then he opened up a business in Wellesley, Massachusetts, and with an uncle of my mother's, and two uncles of my mother's. And then he went back to Greece and married my mother.
What was her name?
Yeah, Euphemia.
Euphemia.
Euphemia. And brought her here. And in the meantime, he was very successful, so he bought a house. And
In Wellesley.
In Wellesley. Yeah.
And what was the business about?
It was the Wellesley Fruit Company.
Was it?
And he went and he was the one, the man that did the most of the work, because he knew that they needed fresh fruit there because they never had it, and so there was no big supermarkets, and so his store was outstanding.
That was
catered to the Wellesley College.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, all
No,
right.
this is the
But
beginning.
and where was the store?
The store was on Washington Street in
Oh,
Wellesley.
Washington Street, in center, yes.
And now it's a restaurant, the store that he had.
And how long did he have the store, the fruit store?
Oh, he had it in the
Till he died.
20s. He died in 56. And
Yes.
Yeah, and the church started in the
59, yes.
59. My mother lived until she was 97.
And when did she die?
She died about 13 years ago.
Yes, okay. So how did you find out that the church was going to start?
Because they let us know. They sent us a notice.
Who did?
I don't. Lee Loomis, I think.
Oh, Lee, okay.
Yeah, Lee Loomis sent
The
us a
TV
notice.
guy. He had a TV store. Yeah.
Everyone that was in that
Next.
area, the Elovises.
After that, we looked through all the telephone books
Yes.
and looked, see if we could find a Greek name, and we called them and invited them. There was just about a dozen of us. And Chris Anton used
Yes.
to bring the donuts every day.
Every
Every
Sunday.
week, every week.
Every Sunday, he
And
made
they were
coffee and
donated,
had donuts.
How
own
many
property.
families do you think there were in the original church?
At the beginning,
Yes,
about 12.
12. And then you started looking for more people and inviting them, and they joined, so the church enlarged. And at some point, somebody said, this is too small a church.
Oh, that was for a long time after.
Yeah, about 12 years
That's right.
Beginning.
before, yeah.
And then John Condekas, God bless him, he was a wonderful man, and Vanjie, they were wonderful. They were always nice to us. And they moved to Weston and bought a house. They moved out because he started to have a family. And we watched all those children grow, you know. And so he came, and then he saw there was this piece of land for sale down the street from him. And he said, oh my gosh, that's what we should do. We should buy that piece of land and build a church there because it's getting too small now.
Yes.
The one in Newton is getting too small. And John was the one who really was the instigator of all that.
Tell me about the choir at the original church, at the small church. You said you joined very early on. The original church in Newton Lower Falls, the choir?
Oh yeah, the choir started, and then Mr. Savas came.
Yes.
Because he was teaching in Framingham.
Yes,
And he heard about it,
Framingham
so he
State.
knew we needed a choir. So he came in, and there was only a few of us: Alice Bassett, me, Ellie Loomis, and that I can't remember who
Really,
else
so a
was
small
there.
choir.
A small choir, and then he had to bring his sisters in because there wasn't enough voices.
Where did you get married? Which church do you go to?
Cathedral.
The cathedral,
yeah.
yes. And you, Christina?
I
Christina?
got married at St. Demetrius.
What year was that? This one?
Oh, it was 40 years ago.
1937.
40 years ago.
At Newton Lower Falls or
No,
here?
no,
Here. With Father who? Gallus or?
No, Manicus.
Manicus, yes.
I never had any interaction with any Greeks, and didn't go to church, and I just thought it was wonderful that we would have a group like that, and I would have some friends that were
Yes.
the same heritage as mine. Well, my sister can't go too much now
Oh, yeah.
because it's hard for her to get
Yes.
ready and stuff. But I try to go all the time.
Well, good for you.
And I sang with the choir for about 50 years. My father always said, I'm very proud that I'm Greek. My heritage is wonderful. But I'm American. I'm American first. And
Right.
American has done a lot for me, and I'm an American first. And so he would always say that to me. But he said, don't forget where we came from.
Right.
Yeah. It's a wonderful religion, and it really teaches you so much, and they should stick with it.